I'm standing here on the boundary between Convoy Lake National Wildlife Refuge and what we call the South Convoy Tract, the property that we are working to purchase for the Mount Adams Community Forest. We're seeing a major increase in demand in our area for rural residential and recreational properties. And it really has the potential to wreak havoc on a landscape of intact working lands and natural areas, livelihoods that are central to our Mount Adams communities, from the timber industry to ranchers with grazing allotments on these lands. Stand to lose if we're unable to provide an alternative to the parcelization and development of what are otherwise productive forest and rangelands. And these forests, they represent a lot for our community. They represent jobs. These are working lands. There's a sustainable forestry industry that has been active in our area for over a century. And they also work for wildlife and providing habitat. They provide clean water, and they're essential for the rural character of the Mount Adams region and a very special part of our state. The Mount Adams Community Forest is really our best option to protect these lands with locally directed, proactive ownership and management. And I also assert that an investment from the state right now would potentially help to avoid a much more expensive and catastrophic cascading of events that would likely occur if we were to see homes going up in these fire-prone forests. Last July, a part of this ownership burned as part of the Birchie Road fire, and wildfires have only been increasing in their frequency and intensity in recent years.
It had some engines and some fire crews attacking it from the top, and that's when the wind really picked up and pushed it up this hillside. Had there been homes up here, it probably wouldn't look too much different than it is now. There wouldn't be homes left here anymore. It would have been a bad scene. It would have been focused on evacuations versus putting out the fires and saving the homes.
At least 44,000 acres of timber ground that's private timber ground and state. It could put me out of business, because if these timber companies sell out and bust it all up, and if they bust it up and sell it to a private person, they can fence it off and do whatever, but they can just make it to where it's not even feasible to be out in the forest. I really have good rapport with them, and they've done a great job. I think their management is excellent. They're kind of a poster child of what I think should happen. Back to the community forest, I'm a big supporter if there's a way that they can buy a lot of this timber ground that's going for sale. I'd sure like to have them as one of our CRMP members of our thing, and the grazing and multi-use for our range area.
Our forest-based communities need an alternative to what we have seen as far as forest ownership and management. Community forests are that alternative, and yet they require an investment from the Washington State Legislature